After $1 billion hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, I just had to make sure the mic was on. It is Monday at 12 p.m., about 12:10 p.m., a little bit later than normal today, with our daily hail forecast sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. You can check them out in the description below if you're watching us here on Facebook. And if you're not, why aren't you liking us on Facebook? You can come check us out and come check out our lovely sponsors as well. Before we get into the video today, make sure you guys have your app downloaded or re-download if you haven't been really using it, or just log in if you haven't really been using it too much. It's on the App Store, Google Play Store, wherever you can download apps for your smartphone. You can watch that video. Lower right-hand corner of the screen, click on the lightning bolt, and that'll bring up that video. In the corner, you can continue working while you're watching that video, and you can also watch it full screen mode. Of course, you click on it and go to your landscape mode on your phone. See lovely full screen for this video. Make sure your notifications are turned on as well, so you're notified about when we do go live or when hail's falling in your area. Notification options on your app, and you can select 1, 2, or 3 different ways you can get those notifications, whether it is on the app itself, on your email, on your desktop computer. You can customize that to just cities, whole states, or the entire country, even Canada and Australia if we get storms there as well. So this is your forecast for today. I know on Friday we had a video that was kind of hyping up the potential for a pretty big outbreak, and unfortunately, a mix between me not having proper Wi-Fi and cell phone service, I couldn't give you guys daily updates over the weekend, and just the fact that it's 2018 and the models like to tease us about 3 days out, and then things kind of come downhill. On Sunday, the risk kind of came down to earth a little bit, so now our forecast is much more of a smaller area, and that chance for hail is really going down. Now, however, if you're watching this across Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, there's a pretty good chance we could see a decent little tornado outbreak tonight in the overnight hours, which is both dangerous and a little concerning for the fact that there are going to be fast-moving storms and there are going to be quick tornadoes coming down on a line of storms. Bad news is that's not very good for hail. So I think we're going to have an initial period. We're going to have a couple supercells try to form this evening after about 5 o'clock Central Time, and we're going to get storms maybe up to some golf ball size hail, and the strongest storms that they can stay isolated for a while. I'll show you in the models in just a second here, but it looks like it's probably going to go into a line of storms once we get into Mississippi and Tennessee, and that's really going to kill that hail chance, and it's going to be wind and tornadoes through the overnight hours. Unfortunately, that kind of kills our hail chances. So we have a 2% chance here in Memphis, and your best bet for hail for a major population center, or somewhat major, is going to be Monroe, Louisiana. You got a 5% chance anywhere here in the orange, up to maybe some golf ball size hail. There's not a whole lot of instability. This is one of those events where there's a lot of shear, there's a lot of fast wind speeds up high in the atmosphere, and that's going to fuel the potential for tornadoes. But with that lack of CAPE, the convective available potential energy, and lack of instability, you're not going to get too much in the way of hail. Unfortunately, guys, I know it's kind of a killer. 2018 rearing its ugly head for everything except for hurricanes this year. So you see here, this is one of the most recent HRRR model, the high resolution rapid refresh model that we use and show you guys every day. Showing the radar here. Storms form, again, this is about 5, 6 o'clock tonight. You see them being isolated, and then they kind of get messy and turn into a line. So by the time they get to Alabama in the overnight hours, there's not a whole lot really going on. And unfortunately, that means things are going to be probably pretty quiet. We'll be here, we'll be watching everything. If anything crazy does happen, or this stays more isolated, we could see some more hail, but for the most part, I think we're going to see wind and a tornado threat through the overnight hours, especially in Mississippi and near the Memphis area. Probably quite a bit of tornado siren action going to be going on here tonight. Now looking ahead at tomorrow, unfortunately, no hail is expected. Since today, there is not going to be a huge outbreak potential that unfortunately bleeds into tomorrow. But I think we're going to be a line of storms that's eventually going to go off the coast in the Carolinas, and then off the coast into the Atlantic by the evening hours, and that is really going to make it so no hail is going to happen tomorrow for Election Day. So you have every opportunity to go out there and vote on your Tuesday, November 6th, but not really much in the way of hail. And the bad news is, with this 5-day forecast sponsored by our sponsors again, with C3 Group and Merlin Law, once we get past today, I think the rest of this week looks kind of quiet. Unfortunately, the models in the overall pattern at the end of last week looks like we're going to have a few severe weather potentials over the next couple weeks. Now it's showing, maybe not. So it'll probably flip-flop back and forth a bit here over the next few days. So I'm thinking maybe by the end of this week we could see that potential come back going into the week after this week. So this week's going to be pretty quiet once we get past today. And then we get to that weekend, and maybe the following week we could see another potential for some storms. Wouldn't be surprised we have one more okay threat for hail before November is over. This is that frustrating time of year where each time a cold front pushes through, it gets a little colder across the country, a little less likely for some storms. You need something a little more powerful to push out that hail. So we'll see if we can get some stuff going here before we get to Thanksgiving. So with that, make sure you guys follow us here on Facebook if you haven't already. Hit see first, so that way any posts we do will pop on top of your newsfeed. Also go like What the Hail. It's our Hail Trace group, more private group. Derek did a video earlier this morning kind of updating everyone about the potential for today and the unfortunate downside of November outbreaks when they kind of fall apart a little bit. So all that lovely stuff. Make sure you like us, hit see first, supersede that Facebook algorithm, and give us a call, email us, or visit our website at hailtrace.com for any comments, questions, or concerns you may have. And of course, if you have any queries about what Hail Trace can do for you and help you guys get through the winter here, I know it's been a pretty quiet hail season across a good chunk of the country, and you need a little more help getting through the rest of the year and into 2019. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. If anything crazy happens, of course, we'll be back for live coverage. And if not, I'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. on whatever social media platform you are watching us on. Have a great rest of your Monday, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow.